Hello, everyone. I'm David Hatfield from IGN. This is Brian Altano, and we're joined up here with Roblox. We have Matt Curtis, who's VP of Dev Relations, and Tian Lim, who's VP of Products. Thank you so much for joining us up here.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah, so Roblox, where to begin? What brings Roblox down to Brazil for Gamescom Latam?
You know, we're here. We have an amazing community here already. For Roblox, Brazil is actually a top 5 country for daily active users. It's the 4th biggest country for active creators. We already have some amazing creators here, so we're celebrating them, we're supporting them, and we're just having a great time.
We just saw Chucky in there. Should we ask about Chucky now, or do I hold that for later?
I kind of have to. I mean, it was my biggest question today. Like, obviously, you know, a lot of kids, a lot of children play Roblox, but we have Chucky here now. Like, how did this come together?
Well, first, I'll take a step back and say that everything that you're seeing up here, you know, Roblox didn't actually make, right? Everything was user-generated content. It was built by the community, for the community. It's the experiences, the characters, everything they're wearing, the avatars, and so on and so forth. As to how Chucky came about, I'll toss that over to Mr. Curtis.
All right.
Yeah, so that's actually a creator fund game. We worked with the creator fund, or the creators of that fund, super closely. We are also talking to the Chucky brand owner, and they were aware that this horror game was being made. We facilitated the conversation, but they did the rest, and you can see the results. Like the models look amazing, and Chucky's not just available in the experience; it's also available on the platform as an avatar item too. So next time you guys are on Roblox, check it out. You can have Chucky. There's a great backpack. I mean, when we see each other, I'm really looking for it.
It's funny you mentioned that. So my son is 4. We haven't started our Roblox adventure yet, but so like, how much time do I have? How much time do I have until my son is on Roblox every day?
Man.
I guess a better question is, what's like sort of like the average, the age of the average user on Roblox?
Well, first off, I'll say that I started programming when I was 4. So if you want, if you want to get him,
all right. As soon as I get home,
it's a good time. 58% of our daily active users are over the age of 13. And in fact, over 13s are our fastest growing cohort. So I think there's some myths to be busted about our demographics.
The goal of Roblox, basically, from your perspective, is to empower content creators to make stuff, right? So what's that pipeline look like in terms of them asking for features or asking for tools, and your team's turning around and delivering them?
It's a very astute point. I'll take one quick step back.
Yeah.
Our overall vision is to find ways to connect 1 billion people across the planet with optimism, civility, and safety. And the way that we believe you can do that is by empowering everyone to be able to create anything. Because we're not going to be the ones doing that connecting their communities. It's going to be the creator community, right? So they're the ones that will build the right content that will bring their social graphs and communities together. So that's the thesis behind everything that we do, and that's why we try to make creation as simple as possible. So to your point, we've been building Studio for what, 15, 16 years at this point. So Studio is our free development platform. It's extremely powerful. It's grown a lot over the years. We have a very, very close relationship with our community. We're constantly listening to them. We met with so many of them here today and yesterday, and it's a constant conversation with our community.
So Matt, with your role as Dev Relations, are you talking to like other developers out there? Like I know we saw Sonic the Hedgehog in there. Are you talking to other developers like Sega to get them involved with Roblox?
Yeah, totally. I think as developer relations, we obviously have our existing community, and that's really important to us. But there's a lot of interesting prospects, and there's many who come searching for opportunities on Roblox. So you can see some of these in the Creator Frontier. Many of these developers are actually originally off Roblox. They learned their expertise elsewhere, and now they're bringing that expertise to platform. That's becoming much more popular. To Tien's point earlier, our creation engine, it allows anyone, whether they're your 4-year-old son who can start coding, to a professional who's been in the industry for 20 or 30 years to make something awesome on the platform. So you're totally right. We support every creator, anyone who wants to start on Roblox, we're here for them.
So aside from having Chucky in there, what are some of the most exciting sort of recent partnerships that have been happening in Roblox?
Clip It, you want to talk about that?
I think, well, first off, Clip It is a really good example. You kind of saw it in there. It's a social network that is essentially on Roblox, right? So think of like meme content. And through that, you kind of get this really interesting creation that's starting to happen. We're starting to see that in other experiences too, where brands are actually integrating or they're making their own experiences. Some really cool ones to note, we had Lamborghini, which is great. We had Twice, which is an amazing, popular K-pop band, make their own experience. Recently, the Rolling Stones actually just announced that they're going to bring their music into an experience as well and actually offer it to the whole Roblox community. So there's some really cool things happening. And what's great to see is that they're actually interacting with existing creators too, right? We can help facilitate, but like I said earlier, we get out of the way. And we let them actually create the deals and structures and integrations that they feel is most appropriate for them.
Very cool. How is this engine juggling so many disparate visual identities here? It's really fascinating to me because I think for a long time people thought Roblox is something I can recognize easily when I look at it. And now I think the average person who doesn't know much about this would look at some of these game modes and some of these, entire games that you're running in this engine. How is it doing that? Because it seems incredible to me.
In a weird way, I'm gonna redefine Roblox for a hot second. The way I think about it, as someone who has worked AAA on consoles before, right? I helped build the GameCube, Xbox 360, and the PlayStation 4.
Cool.
Roblox is a lot more like a console, a virtual console, than it is just a game engine or a game, right? It's a virtual console that runs across lots of different kinds of devices. So that's why your 4-year-old could tonight download Studio, run through a tutorial, press publish, immediately start playing with you on your phone and him on a PlayStation or Xbox. Like, it could happen tonight if you really wanted it to. So it's a platform, and we tried our best, just like all the other great platforms, to expose as much as possible and give as much creative canvas to our creators. So yes, there's a certain style that is just easier to accomplish, but you can see that with a little bit of extra effort, a little bit of creativity, our creators are able to bring to life all kinds of, even photorealistic experiences.
How often do the two of you come to work and see something that a creator made and your minds are just blown?
Every day, actually multiple times a day. I think, even while we're here at gamescom, like, stuff is popping up all the time. It's just so incredible to see. And one thing that's really cool is, as Tian was pointing out, we're platform agnostic, we're global. Our platform, we have 77 million daily active users. And as a developer, we also provide tools that allow you to have automatic localization, real-time translation. So if you're a developer here in Brazil, you don't just need to develop for the local market. You can press publish once, you're global, and then we can help you localize and actually reach a much broader audience. So you start to see a lot more content getting popular because it's coming from everywhere, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it's really amazing to see, and it's the reason my job is so much fun. Like, yeah. It's awesome.
And there's a financial incentive for players to make stuff, correct?
That's right. Yesterday I talked about, actually at our last earnings call, we announced that we paid out $761 million US in the last 12 months ending March 31st. So this is a real big business for our creators. Lots of people are building real sustainable businesses around the world. We also had some amazing stories come out. Like, we're constantly learning about some of these stories, life-changing stories for some of our creators. Yesterday I talked about Caillou, one of our UGC creators. He's focusing on building items. But based on his earnings on Roblox, he was able to help retire his parents, buy them a house, move them out of an unsafe neighborhood in Rio, buy himself and his fiancée a house, pay for the education of his nephew. Like, it's just so heartwarming and crazy.
Where were you guys in the 80s and 90s when I was playing video games?
Exactly what I've been saying.
You're telling me, right? Like, I wish.
My dad would have been like, no, keep playing, keep going. He wouldn't have been like, go play soccer.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it sounds like there's lots of exciting stuff happening with Roblox. Matt, Tian, thank you so much for joining us here on the stage, and have a great rest of your Gamescom latam.
Thanks for having us.